When it comes to innovation, smart companies understand that they cannot do it alone. Today, we're discussing the value of alliances and the recognition among U.S. CEOs that partnerships are one of the most important strategies to achieving growth objectives. Welcome to In the Know. I'm Justin Domini. This episode is brought to you by KPMG Innovation and Enterprise Solutions. At the KPMG Innovation Labs at KPMG Ignition, we mine the signals of change from an outside-in perspective that could lead to disruption. According to KPMG's CEO Outlook, the top 3 strategies for achieving growth are alliances with third parties, M&A, and organic growth. To continue the conversation from our first episode, I'd like to introduce our next guest, Singh Mecker. Singh is responsible for KPMG's U.S. alliances portfolio and the firm's relationships with some of the world's largest and most recognized technology companies, including IBM, Microsoft, Oracle, and most recently, Google. Singh recently stopped by our studio at KPMG in New York City, and here's that conversation on the value of alliances. Singh, thanks for joining us in the studio today. According to KPMG's U.S. CEO Outlook, the top 3 strategies for achieving growth are alliances with third parties, M&A, and organic growth. Can you give us your opinion as to why alliances rank so high on the list?
I sure can. The number one reason alliances rank so high on the list is time to market. Unlike M&A or organic growth, alliances offer the ability to move much faster and with much less disruption to the organization to capture growth opportunities in new markets and organizations simply couldn't do otherwise. The second reason is disruption. With the emergence of groundbreaking technology at breakneck speeds, business models are evolving faster than ever. So to stay ahead of the competition, leaders need to bring innovative solutions to customers at speeds they've never done before. This often requires combining the best of what they have to offer with complementary capabilities from a set of partners to stay ahead of the game.
Our alliance relationships enhance the value of the solutions we are providing our clients. Can you share with us an example of how our KPMG alliance partnerships are helping clients?
Our clients want end-to-end transformational solutions to help them growing their business. So this requires us to combine our services with technologies from market leaders. We're definitely seeing success in areas like cybersecurity, where, for example, KPMG has an established relationship position already. We recently teamed up with a company called Cylance to help clients respond to cybersecurity incidents using artificial intelligence-powered technology. And just in a recent example, Cylance and KPMG addressed a significant data breach at a global online payments platform who was going through an acquisition that potentially would have exposed millions of their customers' record. We could simply not have done that on our own. Let me give you another example. We are working with Google to apply our KPMG Intelligent Interactions solution at a large global bank to help them automate their contact center and enhance the overall customer experience. We're using machine learning technology to determine sentiment and intent across multiple communication channels like voice, chatbots, virtual assistants, search, and email. We're seeing a lot of excitement from this work and, in fact, are in discussions with clients in other industries like telco and insurance to solve the same problem there.
So how do business leaders determine if they need an alliance, and what steps do you recommend to forming them?
Firstly, business leaders need to have a very clear vision for the organization and a strategy for executing on that vision. What markets are they going to serve? How are they going to win in those markets? Who are they selling to? And what is the value proposition they are selling? And then finally, what are the gaps? What are the capabilities that are missing in order to deliver that value proposition? That's when you look for complementary organizations that can fill that gap. Those are your alliance partners. You want alliance partners who enhance your market and brand position and who complete or differentiate what you're taking to market. So when you're forming an alliance, I see 3 key ingredients to make a partnership successful. First, there has to be a strong strategic alignment between both parties, as well as mutual interdependence. The 2 organizations need to aim at the right market together. Do they have a common definition of what the opportunity is in that market? And are they largely aligned to go after it together? We also encourage experimentation early in the relationship with clients so you know what works and what doesn't. Second, you need a joint operational plan to make the strategy real and to quickly execute on it. Do they have the right people on both sides? Do they have the right enablement tools? Are the sales channels aligned? And are there adequate resources on both sides? Third, and probably the most important, is cultural fit. Both organizations need to have a common definition of success, an agreement on the right behaviors that need to be incented. In addition, both parties need to have the ability to make it real for the people on the ground to actually execute.
Are you seeing a shift in client expectations for KPMG, and how do our alliances help us show up differently?
Well, we certainly are. For example, 6 years ago, we had 3 alliances in our portfolio. Today, that number has grown to over 40, and it continues to grow. So for KPMG, as we deliver digital transformation services to our clients expect end-to-end solutions that combine our services and market-leading technologies that our alliance partners provide, especially in areas like cyber, cloud, artificial intelligence, tax, and compliance, just to name a few. So we have to bring deep capabilities in relevant areas and demonstrate that we've made significant investments in the latest technologies, which will translate to accelerated time to value for clients. That's what they care about. We also have to demonstrate that our people, alongside our alliance partners, have the ability to work collaboratively and creatively with our clients. The war for talent creates challenges for organizations trying to recruit employees with highly sought-after skills. So one easy way to address this skill gap is to look towards pairing up with partners who already have these skills.
Singh, thank you so much for joining us today. Appreciate the insight.
Thank you for having me.
All right. I hope you have enjoyed the conversation. And remember to define your investment strategy, encourage experimentation, bring together a strong team, and focus on your organization's culture. It is how we will all weather this perfect storm. We'll see you on the next episode of In the Know.